Let me get like, I'm gonna get, trying to think. Let's get 96 of these. Did we get shields? We got shield dispersers. Yeah, we got some of those. I got some cockpits. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's the beam converter. Okay, that's all that stuff in ships. So yeah, and there's also factory components. You can make factories. You can break down minerals, add them together, use them in recipes for things. Manufacturing stuff. Stuff used in different recipes that you can buy. Space station stuff. Here's a plex lifter, that elevator. Here is the spawn point thing. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of those, just so I can take it with me somewhere if I find a place I want to set up. Terrain. This is all stuff you can get on planets, plants and things like that. Minerals if you need them for stuff. So here's a little rule to keep in mind when you start playing. Don't build your spaceship out of rocks. First of all, they blow up really easy with cannons, so they're not good for protecting your ship. Second of all, if you ever get close to the gravity well of anything, you will never be able to take off again. You'll have to completely just take your ship apart and get your core back. That would be awesome, Srogue. What's up, Ogre? How's it going, man? Alright, so hold on, let me change my window over here. Alright, back to this. So I got enough stuff here. We're still in build mode. Remember that direction. Oh, the direction of the arrow, idiot. That's another thing too. So there's a little arrow at the top, and then you can also see the arrow in your build box. And the way you change the direction of that is to go here and turn your objects around. There's also some other stuff, like you can set planes and stuff, so you can actually, like, I mean, yeah, it can be helpful. So I'm going to, so these are our generators. I went over this earlier, but for people that just came in, generators don't have to be, or batteries, power supplies, whatever you want to call them, they don't have to be connected to anything specific. They supply power throughout your entire ship. Everything will share them. There are some ways to change that, but it's not important for now. And this is the core, right? So the core is facing that direction. That means you want everything, your thrusters and everything going that way. Obviously, you can do other stuff too. Right, I'm gonna thaw them. Whoops, I jumped out of my ship. I do that all the time. So let's I've got my power on. Let's put some thrusters on before we put our beams on. So with thrusters, they work better. You can see on the left, in the little text on the left, like right, kind of above my head right here. You can see statistics. So as I add the thrusters, you can see the thrust going up. See how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna do 8 on each side. So here's what I was talking about. In build mode, you can build really fast in this game, but that's because things are on an epic scale. I can go way back here, and if I can target that, I can build all the way out to where I'm at as fast as I want. I can also delete them as fast as I want. But you can only do that in build mode. If you're just flying outside of your ship trying to do stuff, you have to get way closer. So that's the advantage of buying a build block if you're just building something that you don't want to be a ship. So there's our thrust. So our thrust is 34.7 over there. Now we want our salvage cannons. So salvage cannons work in a similar fashion. The more that are, and make sure they're facing forward, the more that are lined up behind each other, up to a maximum of 16, the better. So we're actually going to do 16 of these. There's 16. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Oops, I missed a spot. Wait. Maybe I measured, maybe I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I did. I went 1 too far. Oh, I didn't, you know what I didn't do? I didn't connect any of these, so. Let's do this the correct way. Learning lesson for you guys on my mistakes. Alright, so we have our salvage computer right here. This thing we put behind our core. We need to select it with C. Now that it's glowing orange, now we can place our salvage computer. I mean our salvage cannons. You can tell that they're connected by the green line. If there's a red line, it's not connected properly to something. So you can see wherever I place it on the ship, it'll connect. So now we can put these down and they'll all be connected to that. I was not counting. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I guess I could tell by the number of blocks down there. Alright, so we basically have a mining ship now. I mean, it'll function just like this. But I am going to stick a few shields on it, and I'm going to show you guys how shields work. So, we'll put them down here. I want to still have access to this computer in case I want to add more mining lasers to it. Alright, so that's a bunch of shield generators. Now I'll show you guys how those work real quick. It's a super cool effect. I think it's awesome. So you can see my shields on there. They're powering up right now. If I go back into the ship here, you can see them right here. It's a little right to this direction. Right above the little hit point bar, there's a little blue bar. It's slowly filling up. It takes a while for it to max out all the way. Is there a theme tune? What do you mean? Yeah, shields auto connect. You don't have to connect them to anything. You can put them anywhere on the ship. They don't, from what I understand, they don't have to be in any configuration either to get a better output. It's just the more of them, the more power they draw, the more recharge rate they take, etc. What's up, Hello? What's that? Hello? You're not connected. Yeah. There'll always be a red line just because I was targeting the computer still and putting those on, but yeah, they don't have to connect to anything. So I'm just waiting for these shields to fill up a little bit. That's probably good because it's quite a large capacity of shields. I'll go over in this ship and I'll shoot it a couple times to show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so now we're in this ship. I'll show you guys what shooting something with shields. Man, this ship is fast. I'll show you what it looks like. That's cool, man. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's cool looking. I'm not worried about that right now, Jake. Yeah, so I'm on the... We're like totally facing the opposite direction. So there's the top of that ship. So we'll jump out real quick and see what it looked like, or what it looks like in this ship. Why is that ship drifting? Stop. I'm sure it's still got shields left. I put a ton of those things on it. Yeah, still got plenty of shields. So it basically took no damage. So let's go mine something. How's about it? Why? Oh, I turned sideways and knocked my ship sideways over there. I hit it with the tail of this ship. Did I swat it another direction there? No, tiny dot. Nope, Bing Bong, you don't. Just go in your garage and build a spaceship. Okay, so let's go over to this asteroid right here. Alright, so here's the asteroid that we're going to... I already mined on this thing a little bit. I don't see any minerals. Let me see if I can... Let's go to one that has some minerals on it. Here we go. Let's go over here. Alright. I think that all that glowing looking stuff is probably lava. But, so here's minerals. Wah! Oh, that was close. These little colored things like this, these little model colored things are minerals. This is rock. This is sand, I think. So you can see little minerals in all of these things sticking out. So to mine it, look at my inventory real quick. I've only got this one mineral here. You just do this. Go straight into my inventory. Now you can get some pretty... Uh-oh. Ooh, don't get near that. That's pirates. It's bad. So I'm just gonna come over here. So yeah, you can just mine through a dang asteroid. Dang asteroid. I think you can mine planets too, but I don't know what I would do with that stuff yet, unless I was just gonna make my own planet. So there's a mineral hiding up in there. But there are minerals down inside too, so it's kind of like Minecraft. You find them in little chunks of 2, 3, 4 sometimes. Just depends. So that's how mining works. Pretty simple. But the best ship that I've made for mining had 8 mining lasers around in a circle. Oh yeah, that's right, Strobe. There are minerals on planets. There's like 8 mining lasers around in a circle and 1 in the center, and it was awesome. I could just drill a hole like straight through an asteroid really quick. Right, Jake. I know. We've got we went over the faction core thing already, or the faction module thing. So that's mining. There's a mineral there. Can you hit it? There it goes. There's one. So the more lasers that you have maxed out, it's popping these blocks really fast because these mining lasers are 16 long, which is the most powerful you can get them, I think. So for each beam, that is. You can see it's not doing anything to my power supply. I've got plenty of power on the ship for what I'm doing. When you first start playing this game, I suggest that you pretty much sell everything that you have in your inventory, or sell your antimatter cannons, keep your energy, or keep your batteries, your power supplies, sell your antimatter cannons, sell your computer, your cannon computer, and then just buy a salvage computer. Make sure the shop has it first, because, oh, this is another thing I forgot about. Shops don't always carry everything. And shops are supposed to charge you different sale prices based on how much of something is available in that shop. So technically trading is supposed to be possible. I've noticed that it doesn't seem to work on some items, like they're the same price no matter how much is in the shop or whatever kind of thing. But make sure the shop that you start at has a salvage computer and sells salvage lasers before you sell all your other crap, because you might have to go to another shop. Sometimes they don't have it. So, I actually like doing this. It seems, some people probably think this is kind of boring, but it's pretty fun to me. I don't know. There's some stuff. It's hiding. It's hiding under there. So you guys can see how this is like, kind of basically, like a base version of Eve with Minecraft stuff in space. It doesn't have a level up system or anything. That thing doesn't move, luckily. That's a pirate station. You get close to it, like 20 cannons will start shooting you. And it's really tough to blow up. But not having the level up system, there's a massive customization system for ships. If they start adding more types of lasers and different things like that, it would be freaking amazing. Yeah, I don't think any of the stuff like that will actually do that. Now, in solar systems, if you go to a sector, like let's say you want to know how to get back to a planet that you're at. My sector at the top, it says I'm in 221. If I remember that that sector number, I can come back to this sector. But let's say I'm in sector 221 and I'm on that planet and I want to remember how to get back to that planet. Well, I can save the sector number, but when I come back to the sector, the planet might be in a totally different location in that sector because they do orbit the star. So, they do move through space. Now, asteroids don't really float, and you can't really knock them around yet. I'm not sure, who was that? That was Jake or Srogue, maybe you know this, I don't know. Could you like claim an asteroid with a faction block and put like a ship core in it, or put some power on it and some thrusters on it and fly it around? I don't know if you can do that. I'm thinking you can't, because it's not you can't connect the asteroid to your ship core, but that would be hilarious. You can, Matatham? You can do what? Oh, you can't cheat in this game? You can cheat in the game with like just like you can in any other game. There's not a lot of cheat protections, but I don't know. See what the point would be. You can claim an asteroid, right? Yeah, you can claim it. But, oh, so you can fly it? Oh, that would be freaking hilarious. Throw a faction block on an asteroid and claim it. I've seen some asteroids that look like ships. And I thought, man, if I hollowed out the look at this. This could be a ship. There's the bridge up there. You know, what's that? I don't know. Something to balance you in the ocean. I don't know. We could flatten out the top here. This looks like a friggin' boat, man. You could land ships on the front top of it. I mean, you could still do that even without flying it around. That's its ass. What's up, Vincent? How's it going, man? That's a little small for a hangar, I think. In comparison, like, look at how big my ship is in comparison here. By the way, if you need to zoom in and out when you're in a mode like this, you can by holding down shift. Oh, minerals. Sometimes you'll find the asteroids that just have... I've already mined this asteroid some too, by the way, so that's why there's not a ton of stuff on it. But sometimes you'll find asteroids that are just loaded with stuff. And sometimes you'll find asteroids that don't have much at all. Ah! Almost killed myself. Also, I learned something yesterday by accident. When your blocks on your ship take some damage, but they don't get blown up, any blocks, like these blocks that you see here, or hull or anything, they'll start showing cracks on them. If you start getting cracks on your ship for no reason, get out of that sector. Some sectors, wherever you're at in the sector, are really close to the star, and if you hang out near the star, it'll destroy your ship over time. That one doesn't, LO. That's like a pirate base, like a star base. But there are pirate ships. Oh, that's another thing too. And I do have this turned on. If you make a ship in this game, on this server right now, and you upload it to our catalog, the pirates can then use those ships as well. Oh, beta for Neverwinter? Yeah. So I'm mining some of this rock and stuff too, because I'm going to make a little docking platform with it and show you guys how the docking system works. It's pretty neat. And there's so many things you can do with it. It's just like when Minecraft started out, how it seems very simple, like there's only a few simple mechanics. But those simple mechanics can lead to some pretty cool stuff by people who use their creativity to do stuff with those mechanics. Like early on in Minecraft when the guy made the calculator and all that stuff, I always run into these little pieces that are floating out here while I'm trying to mine. Yeah, it's not Minecraft. This is a game I put like Minecraft or Minecraft in space in the title so people would understand what type of game it was when they saw the title. Since there's no actual title for this game on Twitch yet, I couldn't add it as Starmade. It's actually called Starmade, not Starmaster. But Masters in space. We call it Starmaster. Alright, so I don't need to be doing this right now. I just wanted to show you guys how it worked. Because I've got a crap load of money. But we'll get a bunch of rock. Let's see how much rock I've got. 445. The last docking platform that I made that could only hold like two small, I say small, they were about double the size of this ship, two small mining ships, took 2,200 rock to build, and it didn't even have a top on it. Which is the way I build a docking platform right now, since I don't know how to not crash when trying to land. The game is actually the ships are really, really nice to control, and you can get really, really good with them. Oh, here we go. Let's just drill a hole. Lasers are a little too fast for that amount of rotation. I mean, a little too slow. All the lava. Drill a hole right through the middle. Lava keep pouring out. So stuff like this rock that I'm mining, it sells for 1. But sometimes you get so much of it when you're mining other stuff that you still make a little chunk off of it. You can make like 4,000 or 5,000 credits off of a wad of it. But also shops will stop buying stuff once they get filled up with too much of the same thing. I don't know what the limit is, maybe 5,000 or something. I don't think it actually runs, Mr. Superboo. I was just saying that. I don't think the lava actually runs out, but yeah, it probably would. I don't know if there's a way to have... I mean, there's no atmosphere around an asteroid this size, so I don't know if there's a way to... Does it run? It kind of looks like it's running. It's jiggling. Let's see if that piece runs off the side. Nah, it just sits there. Alright, let's go back to the space station. Where's 222? It's 211. 322. 220. There it is. Man, you get around quick with the speed turned up to 100. Let's sell all this stuff we just picked up. Ah! I'm not used to the speed going that fast. It's 50 on when I played it before. How do you give yourself a specific item using admin commands, Braza? Hold on a second, I'll show you, man. I've got that list up right now. Here's the admin's commands FAQ on the website. Yes, I did, Mighty Bone. You talking about the 300i for the ship, the 300i? I have. Luckily, I think crashing can damage your stuff, but it won't blow your stuff up. That's another thing this game has. It's very basic, but it adds so much to the game that Minecraft doesn't have. It's got full-on collision. That's a long way out, Matado. But oh yeah, and the world is procedurally generated, obviously, as you go out, like Minecraft is. It's effectively infinite. They said if you made the fastest ship in the game, you traveled at the fastest speed allowed in the game, it would take about 10,000 years to basically defeat the system, get as far as you could possibly go. In real life years, 10,000 years. And the sectors are really cool. Those are how the waypoints work. So it's like 122, 123, 124, 125, or it could be 132, 142, or it could be 222, 322 as you go. Hey, what's up, Unreal? How do you get 100? You go into the server file and you just change it. There's a little setting for it. It's 50 kilometers default an hour, and I've turned it up to 100. Just to add a little more range to it, because some big ships, when you get them that don't have a lot of thrust on them, they actually take a while to get up to the top speed. No, if you make the speed too fast, in the game, it messes a ton of stuff up. It'll start bugging out on you and really jacking stuff up. Also, the game is sort of optimized for that 50 kilometer speed because sectors don't stay active when you're not in them, and they have like a timeout when no one's in them. So if you go really fast, you'll be activating so many sectors, you'll just crash all your crap. If they made a to-scale representation of the Star Wars universe, it would take 3 hours to get from one side to the other in this game. That's cool, Shrug. Yeah, you know, the Star Wars galaxy, when you start reading it, I'm not like a Star Wars nerd or anything, so I don't know a ton of stuff. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem that big, actually. There's a lot of the ships in that, when they travel places and stuff, they talk about like taking, you know, 3 days or something at light speed to get to some place, and I'm like, that's not very long. Like, it's on the other side of the galaxy, and it takes them like a month to get there or something. It's like, well, that's cool, I guess. So what are we gonna do? Let's build a docking platform. Let me get a couple of ship cores. We're gonna buy a couple of ship cores here, because our docking platform is gonna be a ship. I'm gonna go ahead and buy just a few of these ship cores to have in my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of Plex storage. Whoa, there's not a lot of those. I'm gonna buy like 10 of those. Those are chests, basically. I'm gonna buy some plex doors too. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna leave some in here, so when I start letting some of you guys in here, there'll be a few at the starting area. Although it's not hard to find another shop. You can actually hit in and go through waypoints that are in range. There's that turret ship thing, that pirate turret ship. All of this stuff is on that same ship. Those red things. I think shops are purple. See, there's the shop we're at right now. All those dang turret pirates. There's our other ship. What's that? There's a station. I think that's probably the one we went to a little while ago. Yeah, no other shops in range, but you can just head out and start going sector by sector. You'll find a shop quick. Star Wars Battlefront? Everybody is. Probably not, Braza. Alright, let's see. Let's go out of this ship. We'll just leave it sitting here. We've got cores in our inventory now, so I'm just going to back out here a little ways away from the shop. Oh, I have a question, Srogue. Or Jake, whichever one of you guys that knows. So we're going to push X to make a new ship. We're just going to call it Romantics Dock. OCK. Alright, so there's the ship. We're going to enter the ship core, go straight into build mode. And I'm going to take this rock and make a docking platform out of this. Whoops, no, don't delete the core. Alright, so we're just going to start like this. So the question is, if I make a docking platform in the spawn area and I put a faction block on it, can it still be knocked away through space by other people? Or will, if they run into it, will it just stay still? Is there a way to keep it from getting knocked around if it's a floating docking platform? That's exactly what I was asking, Totham. Alright, so the front of the ship is right facing that way. Not sure. Yeah, you can claim the stations. That's probably the better idea, is don't destroy the stations. Save up faction stuff and claim them. We'll not do this too gigantic to start. I'm basically making just a framework here, because you don't want to build up until you check your docking platform size for whatever. We got little ships right now though, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna make just a little frame here to set stuff on, or to connect the docking modules to. You need about 500 meters away from the station and put thrusters on it to keep it still. But if you put thrusters on it, Jake, you think the AI computer will actually keep it there for real? That would be insanely cool, man. I don't know if that's possible, YC Bluefire. Tell the AI to keep it still. Oh, you can do that? Can you actually command the AI? I've never messed with the AI stuff yet. We'll do that some today. Well, we'll try that on this ship then. That's awesome. We'll try that. Because I mean, this is a docking platform, but it's basically a ship. Well, we don't need to actually. Let's not even do this yet, because I'm going to show you guys how to do how to set up a docking system here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I do that wrong? That looks right. You guys can figure out tons. I'm not very creative at all, but you guys can figure out tons of really cool stuff with this. So I'm going to set up a dock for just one ship to start on this side. On this side right here. I'm going to show you guys how it works. I guess I got to buy some docking modules. Are they in? Oh, they're there.